Hello, all you beautiful souls out there. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot. Hello and welcome. This is going to be our next 72-hour reading. If you're new here and this reading, if you're finding that it doesn't resonate with you, please go out and check out my next 72-hour playlist. Look at the titles, see what one you might be drawn to. That might be where you are in your current timeline. Since we're all on different timelines, we're all experiencing different things at different times, but this is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. So let's dive right in and see what we got here over the next 72 hours. What might we be dealing with? Coming together. I want to say that this came out recently, like maybe, was it last week or the week before? Maybe it was a weekly reading. I don't know. I remember seeing this recently. I remember talking about that card somewhere recently within the last week or so. And we have the number 10 card, Rock Bottom. So this really is telling me that something's shifting after needing to cut something loose. So, this always happens, that's usually what it takes to get us to shift, to change, to do something different than we've always done it. For a lot of us, for us to get out of our comfort zone, we have to get to this place of rock bottom. What that means is it doesn't mean that your life has to be completely in shambles, that karma has taken over your life and made it a crazy disaster area. Sometimes, yes, that happens. But rock bottom can be many, many, many different things. It could be emotionally hitting rock bottom. It could be, you could be working at a job and you're just done with that job. I'm so done. You go in every day and you're so frustrated with the people and the work you got to do. And every little thing is just eating at you, getting at you. And it's every day. This is how you feel. And you're like, I just can't do this anymore. I just can't take it. So there's something, basically it's saying, there's something that the dam is about to break. We're at rock bottom when it comes to something in our life. Something's got to give. It's we can't do this anymore. We're done with it. It could be a habit that we're doing. Maybe, maybe you've been, getting on yourself about needing to eat healthier and you've been I really need to do this. Every time you eat a snack or something sweet, like a cookie or something, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to stop doing this. You keep telling yourself, I got to stop doing it. And you're finally at the breaking point. You're okay, something's got to give. This would be this is the 10 of Wands energy, this rock bottom. It's the burden is so heavy. You're so tired of it. You just have to do something about it. You're just so tired of it, so tired of dealing with it, that you just have to do something about it. It can be even a thought, thinking negatively about something and just say, okay, I can't think this way anymore. I've got to change this about myself. And so this is, it's interesting because what I get here is because of us being at rock bottom over the neck, something's going to give, the dam's going to break is what I get. But it's beautiful on the other side of it because we have this come together card. So it's it's we needed to release, there's something we need to release in the next few days, give or take, because the energy is sometimes you're a couple days ahead, sometimes a little bit behind, it's give or take. But in the next, I'm focusing on the next 72 hours. So in the next few days, there's going to be something that just needs to go in your life. You're done with it, whatever it may be. I mean, it could be something small to something big. You're just I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And you're ready to throw in the towel. But out of that, if you do that, if you just let it go and release it and let go of whatever that is, or walk away from it, push it out of your life, get rid of it out of your life, something beautiful is going to come out of freeing up that space in your life. Whatever that is, something's beautiful is going to emerge out of it because it's freeing up the energy, the space. It's making a void so that you can unite and come together with something that is more aligned to your personal needs and personal growth, that'll help you. It's something that either you want or something that is perfectly a lot an opportunity or something that's perfectly aligned with you. And it could be, maybe you're somebody who has a tendency to be pessimistic or like negative self-talk. You have and you're finally like, okay, I can't think like this anymore. I can't talk to myself like this anymore. And through that, like you become more in tune with, like you're going to feel better because you're going to be more in tune with yourself because you've let go of that. And it's going to bring even more, it's going to birth more blessings in your life because you freed that up. It actually is a very positive, it's actually something we do want to release, whatever it is that is plaguing us right now, because there's things trying to come in. Let me put it that way. There's blessings and abundance. There's things that are trying to come in for all of us right now in this energy, things that are more aligned with us than what we have currently. There's blessings here, but it requires letting go of something that has been, like, that we know needs to go, because it's been a hardship, it's been a burden, it's something that we're tired of, and we've just been hanging on for whatever reason, because it's become something. Maybe it's a job that you're used to going to the job, you're used to the paycheck. If you get rid of your job, well, now what are you going to do? But it's like, okay, now you get to the point where you're just taking action on it and saying, okay, I can't do this anymore. It doesn't mean, well, some people might just go up and quit their job, but it means like, okay, now I'm going to start looking for other work. And you start actively pursuing looking for other jobs because you're like, I can't do this anymore. And you're like actually actively doing something. So if it's like eating or something, you're actively making the effort to cut foods out of your diet, or exercise more, or whatever it may be. Or if it's a thought pattern, you're actively consciously trying to pay attention to your thoughts and trying to make sure that you get yourself in the habit of not, if it's like negative self-talk, not doing that, like catching yourself doing it and saying, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do this. So it's something like that, but we have to, the universe is trying to tell us that we need to release this, whatever this is. It's hit rock bottom. There's nothing else we can get out of it. Like, there's nothing, look at that. There's nothing there. Like, there's nothing, it's not giving us anything. It's not feeding into our well-being. It's not enhancing our life in any way. It's a dry well. We're not getting any benefit or any value out of keeping whatever this is in our life. And this is why it needs to go, because it's just taking up space that is keeping better blessings from coming into our life, things that are better for us, that will give us value, that will, that we will come together with, and it will burst something beautiful out of the result of it, because we do have the stork here, which storks can represent, birth. So let's go ahead. Give me two additional clarifier cards to dig a little bit deeper into the energy of this come together. Give me two cards on this come together card. We have the 9 of Pentacles. See, I feel like there's blessings coming in, because this can be, it's twofold. It's minor arcana, Empress, but it also is Pentacles. It's Pentacle vibes. Pentacles is stability, it's abundance. There's, it can, kind of like I'm getting Queen of Pentacles kind of vibe here. So, but it is Pentacle based. That means it's growing. We're growing, and there's possible. For some of you, of course, there's going to be financial abundance coming in some form, for some of you, once you release this. But so this could be, I started this with saying a job. So for some of you, there's a better opportunity that might actually provide you more security and more freedom than the current job that you're at, if you go look for it. Okay, that only if that resonates for you, because but that is for some of you out there, that there is another opportunity. If you stay where you're at, you're going to miss out on an opportunity that's going to provide you more stability, security, and financial freedom than what you have currently. Okay, for others of you, it's going to have varying degrees, but that came through very strongly. So that is for some of you out there. It's just you have to make that space in your life for something new. And that's what it's saying. This has got to go, whatever it is for you. Oh, well, that one I was going to take the other card. This one just flipped right out. The Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords here, I feel like this is, look at him. He's kind of shrewd here. But it's like, this is somebody, you need to be in this energy. You need to be kind of shrewd. You need to be a little bit self-serving in this energy, okay? Or the energy is such that it's going to cause many of us to be self-serving in this energy. It's going to be about us, okay? What, like right now, not all the time. Like, we all go through periods where there's nobody out there that's not guilty at some point in their life of putting themselves first. I mean, it's just to what degree, how much we do that or not. But it really is, this is this card is giving me the vibe of shrewdness, that the energy around us is calling for us to be a little bit shrewd in this time, to be a little bit self-serving, or we will, under this influence of this energy, be a little bit shrewd and self-serving, which is okay, because I feel like it's important to get our ducks in a row, because there are these blessings coming in. So we need to so if it's a job, this is saying that, like I said, that don't worry about your boss, your coworkers, the job. If you need to go, don't stay out of loyalty. Don't stay out of, oh, well, they're not, they can't do it without me, or feel guilty about doing something for yourself. Don't do that in this energy. This is energy that's meant, because there's something better for you. And this is meant to push us in a direction where we're more, that we're meant to be. It's more like, it's like a nudge closer to our correct path that's for us, because this is saying this is done, depleted, dead, done, over. There's nothing left. There's nothing left there. Look at it. It's empty. There's nothing left to draw from whatever this is that's in your life. It's just taking away. It's not adding value to it, to your life. So let's give me 2 cards on this rock bottom to see if there's anything you want to clarify or add to. What do you want to add? The story, the narrative of this rock bottom. This is also a 10. The 10 represents the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is trying to make things go in your favor, to change things, to be, sometimes that requires being a little bit shrewd, okay? So the 6 of Cups. So this is telling me, this could be for some of you, there could be a soulmate connection that is just, it served its purpose and it's time to move on from it, okay? For some of you out there. That's, if it resonates, take it as it resonates. Maybe you still have lingering ties with somebody. And this doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can just be any soulmate. We have soul connections with lots of people. This could be, this dynamic is coming through, that it could be that you have to release a soulmate so another soulmate can come in, okay? That is here, that there might be a soulmate that is more aligned, or like you've learned a lesson from this connection, and so you need to release this connection, let it go, in order for another one to come in that will be of more value than this one currently is. Now, that doesn't mean, like, release it doesn't mean necessarily that it's, for some of you, it will be getting rid of this person out of your life completely. But for some of you, it's just transforming the energy in some way with this connection, so that it's no longer taking from you, like, so that you can move forward. So say if you are tied romantically with this person, it's shifting that energy to maybe just being friends, or more acquaintances, or for some of you, even potentially like a more open relationship, if that's something that you're drawn to or into. It could be something like that, of saying, hey, I want a more open relationship where you make space for this to come in. If that's for some of you, okay, so that's how you have to figure that out, what fits for that. But for for others of you, this could be it's something from our past. It could be, if it comes to, like we talked about, a negative mindset or something like that, it could be something you developed, that negative self-talk or negative mindset or whatever you developed as a kid. And so that's what it's saying here is, this is something that you have a tie to, that you have history with. There's something that you have history with. If it's a job, maybe you've been at a job for like 10 years, and it's that's history. It's something you have history with, something that you care a lot about, that has to go. And it has to go because it's not serving a purpose anymore in your life. Now, like I said, how it goes doesn't mean that you never have to have it in your life again, unless it's like negative self-talk or something like that. Then yeah, maybe you do want to get rid of it completely. But that's for you to decide. It's going to be depending on what this is that it is. If it's a job, of course, you're probably going to let go of the job, but if it's a relationship, there are other alternatives than completely letting it go. It's basically just saying you need to free up your energy where whatever this is not draining you anymore. Because this is draining energy. It's like, look, the well is dry. There's nothing left to take from it. And that's what you have to keep in mind. That's how you're going to know what this is for you, okay? We have the 5 of Swords. See, and this has been difficult. Like, this is how you're going to know, because it's like, what did I say at the very beginning? I talked about the fact that, this is something that has been a burden, like something that has, like, you have been telling yourself over and over again, I need to do something about this. That's how you're going to know what this is. Like, it's something that's been bothering you. Even if it's a relationship, it's like, oh, you're going over and over and over and over in your mind about, maybe, if it's a relationship, like maybe you and a sibling had a falling out or something, or a parent, and it's been plaguing your mind and it hasn't been resolved. Well, it's saying in this energy to resolve it, or do something about it, or let go of the mental anguish that's plaguing you. So it's either there's where you can, you have to decide, can I let go of the mental anguish that's tied to this, that's draining me dry, that whatever this is, can I let go of it? And that's why there's this shrewdness that's coming out, because in this energy, you're going to have to be a little bit shrewd, because you have to be a little bit self-serving, because, it's like, either let go of the thoughts, get it out of your head, like where it's not plaguing you anymore. So it's transforming your thoughts, or it's letting go of the situation altogether. Like, if you don't think that you can, like, come to terms with whatever the situation was to resolve it mentally, you may have to let it go completely, to get it out of your life completely and just be done, but that's up to you to figure out, because it's going to be different for different people. Okay. But I think that's what I think I've covered enough here. I think I've beat this to death. I think you guys have a good idea. I think it's given you a very good idea, hopefully, of what this would be, or if it pops up, you'll understand. I think all of you are going to know what it is, because like I said, for most of you, it's something that's been plaguing your mind. It's something that's been bugging you, that you've had on replay of, like, I can't take this job anymore. I am so fed up with this situation of, like, either with a person, or I'm tired of doing this, like, every time I eat this food, it makes me feel horrible. Why do I keep eating it? And so it's something like that. You're going to know what it is. So that's where I'm going to leave this message. So thank you so much for joining me. I wish you the very best, and I hope that this finds you and it helps you in some small way. If you're new to my channel, hello, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you'll stick around and subscribe to the channel and become part of our little group here on Soul Conscious Tarot. I'd love to have you as part of our tribe here. So thank you so much. I wish you the very best, much harmony and gratitude to you, my friends.